Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope you're having an amazing day. If you enjoy staying ahead of the cryptocurrency market with detailed Cardano analysis, price predictions, whale activity updates, and the latest blockchain developments, then you're in the right place. Before we dive in, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest crypto market updates. Now, let's get into today's exciting Cardano analysis. This video is for informational and educational purposes only and should not be considered financial or investment advice. Always do your own research and consult a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Investing in cryptocurrencies involves risk, including the potential loss of capital. Over the past several hours, Cardano has delivered one of the strongest performances among major cryptocurrencies, catching the attention of traders and investors across the market. After spending a significant amount of time trading near an important support level, ADA suddenly staged an impressive recovery, climbing sharply and outperforming most of the broader altcoin market. Naturally, many investors are asking the same question: what caused Cardano to jump so quickly? Was there major breaking news? Did Cardano announce a game-changing upgrade? Or is something else happening behind the scenes? In today's video, we're going to break down exactly what appears to be driving this move, explain why technical traders were expecting this bounce, discuss the role of whale accumulation in market sentiment, and examine whether this rally has the potential to continue or if investors should remain cautious. The first thing investors should understand is that this recent price increase does not appear to be the result of one major news announcement or a surprise development directly related to Cardano. Unlike rallies triggered by exchange listings, protocol upgrades, government announcements, or major partnerships, this move seems to be primarily driven by technical market behavior. In other words, traders were watching a very important support zone that had been tested multiple times, and once buyers stepped in aggressively, momentum quickly shifted in favor of the bull's hour. For much of the previous trading session, Cardano remained under pressure as sellers continued pushing prices lower. ADA spent several hours trading around the 14-cent to $0.145 range, which many technical analysts had already identified as a strong support area. Support levels represent price zones where buying interest historically becomes strong enough to slow or completely stop a decline. These areas often attract experienced traders looking for favorable entry opportunities because the downside risk becomes relatively limited compared to the potential upside. As Cardano approached this support region once again, buyers began absorbing the selling pressure almost immediately. Instead of allowing the price to break lower, aggressive buying orders entered the market, creating a strong foundation for a rebound. Once this initial buying pressure appeared, additional traders recognized the reversal and began opening long positions. This combination of buyers, defending support, and momentum traders joining the move created a powerful upward acceleration that pushed ADA significantly higher over the next several hours. This type of movement is commonly known as a technical relief bounce. It usually occurs after an asset experiences a prolonged decline and reaches a level where selling becomes exhausted. Once sellers lose momentum and buyers regain confidence, prices often rebound sharply, even without major news. That appears to be exactly what happened with Cardano during this latest rally. What's especially impressive is how strongly Cardano outperformed the rest of the cryptocurrency market. While the broader digital asset market experienced only a modest recovery, ADA delivered a much larger percentage gain. During roughly the same 24-hour period, the total cryptocurrency market capitalization increased by approximately 1.9%, rising from around $2.3 trillion to approximately $2.07 trillion. Meanwhile, the total altcoin market also moved higher, but only by about 1.2%, increasing from roughly $862 billion to around $872 billion. Cardano, however, surged by approximately 8.3% during that same period. That means ADA outperformed the broader altcoin market by more than 7 percentage points, making it one of the strongest performing large-cap cryptocurrencies during the recovery. This level of relative strength is important because professional investors often look for assets that outperform during market rebounds, as these coins sometimes continue leading future rallies if bullish momentum remains intact. Several market analysts and trading recaps also highlighted Cardano as one of the few major cryptocurrencies showing exceptional strength during the session. While many altcoins posted relatively small gains, ADA consistently ranked among the top performers, attracting additional attention from both retail traders and institutional market participants. Another important factor contributing to this rally appears to be market positioning and trader psychology. Once the technical bounce began, positive sentiment quickly spread across social media and trading communities. Discussions surrounding Cardano being undervalued, combined with speculation that ADA may already be forming a long-term bottom, encouraged more investors to enter the market. In financial markets, psychology often plays just as important a role as fundamentals. When enough traders begin believing that an asset has reached attractive valuation levels, buying activity can accelerate rapidly. This creates a feedback loop where rising prices attract additional buyers, which then pushes prices even higher. Cardano appears to have benefited from exactly this type of sentiment-driven momentum during the latest recovery. Whale accumulation has also remained one of the most closely watched narratives surrounding Cardano. Large holders, commonly referred to as whales, continue attracting significant attention because their buying and selling decisions can influence market direction. Although there has been no major new whale announcement during this specific 11-hour period, the ongoing narrative that large investors continue accumulating ADA likely gave traders additional confidence to buy once technical conditions improved. Many investors believe that whales tend to accumulate positions quietly during periods of weakness rather than chasing prices higher after rallies have already begun. Because of this belief, every strong bounce from major support levels often renews speculation that institutional investors or large holders may be increasing their exposure behind the scenes. Whether or not every accumulation story proves accurate, these narratives frequently influence short-term market sentiment and can contribute to stronger buying momentum. Another reason the rally gained strength is that many short-term traders rely heavily on order flow and technical signals rather than fundamental news. As buyers successfully defended the support zone, trading algorithms and momentum strategies likely detected improving market conditions. This often leads to automated buying activity, additional breakout trades, and increased trading volume, all of which help fuel rapid price movements. Despite the impressive recovery, it is extremely important for investors to recognize what has not happened. So far, there is no evidence that Cardano released a major protocol upgrade, announced a new mainnet hard fork, secured a significant exchange listing, or received any regulatory approval that would independently justify such a rapid price increase. Official Cardano communication channels, recent development updates, and project announcements have remained relatively consistent over the past several days. Most recent headlines continue focusing on governance improvements, long-term ecosystem development, community discussions, utility expansion, and ongoing whale activity, rather than any sudden event capable of dramatically changing Cardano's short-term valuation overnight. This distinction matters because markets often behave differently depending on what drives a rally. When prices rise because of major fundamental developments, rallies sometimes prove more sustainable since they reflect genuine improvements in a project's long-term outlook. However, when price increases are primarily driven by technical rebounds, positioning, and improving sentiment, investors should remain aware that volatility can remain elevated and short-term pullbacks are always possible. That doesn't necessarily mean the rally cannot continue. In fact, technical recoveries often develop into much larger trends if buyers continue defending key support levels and broader market conditions remain favorable. If Bitcoin maintains stability and the overall cryptocurrency market continues improving, Cardano could potentially extend its recovery as more traders regain confidence in the altcoin sector. Looking ahead, investors should closely monitor several important factors. First, Watch whether ADA can successfully hold above the recently reclaimed support levels. Turning previous resistance into new support is often a healthy sign during developing uptrends. Second, pay attention to overall cryptocurrency market sentiment, especially Bitcoin's direction, since broader market movements frequently influence Cardano's price action. Third, continue monitoring whale activity and trading volume, as sustained institutional accumulation could provide additional support for higher prices over the coming weeks. Overall, the evidence suggests that Cardano's recent rally is best explained by a combination of technical strength, improving market sentiment, favorable positioning, and broader altcoin recovery rather than one major news catalyst. Buyers aggressively defended an important support zone near 14 cents. Momentum traders joined the move, positive accumulation narratives added confidence, and ADA significantly outperformed the rest of the market during the rebound. While no single Cardano-specific event appears responsible for the price jump, the combination of technical factors and renewed optimism created the perfect environment for a sharp recovery. The coming days will now be extremely important. If buyers can maintain momentum and continue defending key price levels, this technical rebound could evolve into a much stronger recovery trend. On the other hand, if buying pressure fades and the broader crypto market weakens again, ADA could experience additional volatility before establishing its next major direction. As always, investors should combine technical analysis with proper risk management and avoid making decisions based solely on short-term price movements. That's all for today's Cardano update. If you enjoyed this analysis and found it helpful, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest Cardano news, crypto market analysis, and price prediction videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.